the 4 success factors. Now, any one of these 4 success factors could be the reason that you struggled with your weight in the past, or you're currently struggling with your weight and it's holding you back from making a permanent change. So, the 4 success factors: number one involves your beliefs about what you can and can't do in life. Number two involves your self image, especially how you view your physical. Number three involves your self esteem. So, whether you think that you deserve success or not. Number four involves your sense of self responsibility, taking responsibility. So, everybody knows what to do to lose weight, but we can't just do it. And the reason that we inevitably fail into one of or more of these 4 categories is we don't believe we can do it. We have a bad self image, self concept of ourselves. We have low self esteem and we feel like we don't really deserve to succeed. And number four is we are blaming our problems on something or someone outside of ourselves. So take a look. Any 4 of these could be the reason that you struggled losing weight or you're currently struggling right now. And we can switch diets, we can do different workouts, set goals, but we're never going to reach our goals as long as our self-sabotaging beliefs and attitudes remain unchanged. An overweight, out of shape body is only a visible physical symptom of a non-physical problem in our mind and spirit. So when we try to fix the non-physical problem with diet and exercise, it just puts us in a war that we can't win, an inner war against our own unconscious mind. That's where we are programmed from, right? So that's where we run from, is our subconscious mind, right? And people will try all the time to use their conscious desires, otherwise known as willpower, and it doesn't work against the unconscious beliefs because it doesn't solve any physical problems, because Ephesians 6:12, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. The problem is not your flesh, it's just showing up in your flesh. So it all boils down to this: your worldly thinking, produced by your self-sabotaging beliefs, is the real cause of your weight problem. So we have to stop attacking the symptoms with diets and workouts. Like the physical weight, that's not our problem. That's just a symptom of a problem that's deep down inside our subconscious mind. So we have to attack the root if we want to achieve success. So success factor number one is belief in self. I can and I will lose weight is the single most important factor in weight loss success. Belief is the key success to every aspect of our lives. And that's because more than anything, our beliefs is what creates our motivation, which makes us do the things that we do. Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So if you don't believe in yourself, then you're never going to see the success. And our beliefs are also among the most deeply rooted components that define who we are. So it's not a matter of just making a decision to think or behave differently or believe differently. And the way we replace these counterproductive beliefs with life enhancing ones is, first of all, we have to be aware that this isn't an overnight process. This isn't an overnight success. And that's why all these fad diets and quick fixes ultimately fail, is because it doesn't work on building your belief. It doesn't work on building your character. So you have to allow some time. You have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. You have to be patient a month or two to get your new beliefs effectively installed. And how do you get belief in yourself? First of all, you stick to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And you set small goals and you achieve them. You start stacking wins, right? So that's success factor number one, is you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can. So in order to succeed, you have to believe in yourself that you can and you will lose the weight. Success factor number two is a self-image and concept. So your self-image is your mental picture of who you are. Your self-image is ultimately a composite of all the things that you've heard about yourself from other people and yourself. And you basically internalized it, you believed it, and now it's in your subconscious mind. So your self-image is largely responsible for your present weight and for most everything else in your life. So if I put it this way, is like what you get in your life is what you see yourself getting. As with our beliefs, we seldom know how or why we've created the self-image we have, and that's why we often end up with the things that we don't really want. What this means is that to get the healthiest weight, you must be able to you have to see yourself there before you actually get there, and that's the power of visualization. So you have to visualize yourself. And the more clearly you can see yourself being at your desired weight, having the body, the sooner that you'll get there. So to get where you're are right now to where you want to go, you have to stop coming from a place of self-hatred and come from a place of self-love. Stop saying you hate the body that you have right now and you want to change, and start saying you love the body right now so much that you need to change. So come from a place of self-love instead of self-hatred. If you love yourself right now, you're going to love yourself when you get there. You can't hate yourself right now and love yourself when you get there. It doesn't work like that. So that's number 2, is you have a poor self-image and concept of yourself. So we have to recreate our self-image and our concept. Number 3 is self-esteem. And your self-esteem is a measure of what you think that you deserve in life. And studies show that the body that you have right now reflects the level of your self-esteem. In other words, you end up with a body that you believe you deserve. So if you learned or were taught not to value yourself very highly, you may be suffering from an impaired sense of deservability. And this often shows up in the form of the excess weight on your body. Why? Because deep down, you may not believe that you truly deserve the extra attention, the admiration, or the potential happiness that could result from being thinner, more attractive, and a more confident you. If you first learn to feel good about who you are and see yourself as you desire to be, your weight problems would take care of themselves without effort or struggle. You have to see yourself as you desire to be, and you have to feel good about who you are. So you can have a big number on the self-esteem scale or a big number on the bathroom scale, but you can have both. You can have lots of self-esteem or a lot of belly fat, but you can have both. So which do you prefer? And when the reality of who you are in the Lord finally registers upon your mind and spirit with full impact, that's when you'll automatically begin to see yourself and treat yourself with the reverence you deserve. You'll start to see yourself and view yourself as his temple, as a son of God, right? Treating yourself with love because God is love. So that's number 3, is success factor number 3 is self-esteem. You have poor self-esteem. So in order to succeed, we have to build our self-esteem. Success factor number 4 is self-responsibility. And to enjoy lasting success, we have to believe that our success is solely up to us, nobody else, not other people, not events or situations. Like we can't blame other people. We have to take full responsibility for them. And that's different from taking blame. Taking responsibility gives us power. A lot of people are overweight simply because they believe that they don't have any control over areas of their life. And they know that they have control over what they put in their body, but they just cram food in anyways because they already feel deprived and powerless in those other areas of life. So, like, you can't be deceived. Your weight is your own responsibility. Nobody else made you overweight, and nobody else can fix it for you. You have to take responsibility. There's actually my favorite quote over there. It's your life is 100% your responsibility. Just want to share that. So if you're not happy with where you are, you have the opportunity to change it right here, right now. So it's vitally important that you understand whom you're really trying to lose weight for. And if your primary goal is to please anyone else but yourself or God, you're already in trouble. You have to have the right intentions, the right motives to lose weight. If you're doing this for other people, you're ultimately going to, if you're doing this for other people, if you're trying to please other people, then you're ultimately going to set yourself up for failure. So as your physical body becomes leaner, healthier, your sense of control over your own life will take on a new power. You'll feel in control. And because belief determines reality, you'll therefore be in control. And this is why fitness is a gateway drug to every other area of your life, because fitness is something that you can take control of. You can change how your body looks, how your body, how strong your body is. And once you feel in control, you become confident in this area, and that bleeds into every other areas of your life, your relationships, your business, and everything like that. So this is number 4, is you're not taking responsibility. So in order to succeed, we have to take responsibility for where we are and where we want to go. And those are the 4 success factors. We don't believe in ourselves. We have a poor self-image, self-concept of ourselves. We have low self-esteem, and we don't think that we deserve to succeed. And we're not taking responsibility. We're blaming other people or things. So these are your champion reps. Part 1 is I want you to write down each of those success factors. So those 4 success factors. And I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being you have major problems in that area and you know it. And then 10 being you have 0 problems in that area. So that's number 1. And then part 2, I want you to have 2 sheets of paper, like 2 separate pieces of paper, not back and front, like 2 separate pieces of paper. On one set of the paper, one sheet of the paper, I want you to write all the negative self-sabotaging beliefs and attitudes that you have. And most of them are going to start with I can't, I never, I always. And a self-sabotaging belief is anything that tells you can't do what you dream of doing, or B, you have to continue doing something that takes you further from your dreams. Now I want you to write all those self-sabotaging beliefs and attitudes on the sheet of paper. And why, Evan? Why would I do that? Because when you do this, when you see it clearly on a piece of paper, it shows you what you're really up against. And when it's right in front of you, you'll see what stands between you and your goals. All of these self-sabotaging beliefs is the reason that you're struggling with your weight right now. It's not the weight that's the problem. It's these beliefs that you have instilled. You'll never be able to out control your subconscious mind. So we have to see these negative self-sabotaging beliefs and see what we're up against. And I want you to take that sheet of paper, once you've identified and wrote down all these negative self-sabotaging beliefs, I want you to take that piece of paper. First, I want you to get your other piece of paper and then write down all the life-enhancing beliefs. So basically the opposite of the self-sabotaging beliefs. So positive affirmations and declarations and just positive attitudes and beliefs that you want to instill in yourself. Once you do that, I want you to take your sheet of negative beliefs, those self-sabotaging beliefs, those attitudes, I want you to burn it. I want you to light it on fire, and I want you to record the sheet of paper burning, and I want you to post that video in the accountability chat. Right? So then you're only left with all your positive beliefs. You're going to watch all your self-sabotaging beliefs and attitudes just burn in front of your eyes. So that is the champion reps. If you're watching this, make sure you do that. Take action. Success like speed. And hope you guys got some value out of this video.